Good afternoon, Colaston and friends. This is Patrick here in northwest Bristol. Over the past few weeks I've been enjoying at times joining with you for worship on a Sunday morning, and also picking up some of the snippets that one or two of you, including Tony and Libby, have been recording in and around Colaston, and just keeping yourselves in touch with one another. One of the things that's here local to me in Bristol is something which has connections with Eyam in Derbyshire, and I thought I'd just share that with you. But before we just nip down one of the side roads here, I thought I'd show you part of the Downs. It's a piece of public land given by benefactors for the people of Bristol, and it's still today a large open space. It's raining at the moment, as you can probably see, but over just the immediate horizon there is the Avon Gorge, and which takes us down towards the suspension bridge and to the city of Bristol itself. Perhaps on another day I can take you over there and show you something of that. But for today I'm going to take you round here and down Julian Road. I'm going to pause for a moment, and then we're going to rejoin at the top of Pitch and Pay Lane. So I've just walked a couple of 100 metres from where we were a moment ago. It's fair to say I've got quite wet. There's been quite a downpour in that minute or two, and I think we're about to have another one. But here we are at the top of Pitch and Pay Lane. Today in northwest Bristol, that's this road now, leading down between two sets of beautiful houses, some more modern ones from the 1960s and 70s on the left, and some older ones on the right. And this lane, the one that we can see in front of us, goes down beyond those trees and turns into what in Sheffield we'll call a junnel, a narrow path between two sets of houses today. But in the past, this was just the boundary between the city of Bristol on my left and the small village of Westbury-on-Trim on my right. In common with London and Eyam, of course, there were other outbreaks of the plague, and this Pitch and Pay Lane was a boundary between the plague-infested area and the non-plague infested area. It was in fact on a path between modern-day Bath, in Roman times was Aquus Sulis, and the local Roman town, modern-day Sea Mills, Roman times Abona. And between the two was the path known as Via Julia. Sea Mills then was a port, the port which took those travelling from England, or whatever it was then called, over to Caerleon, now in modern-day South Wales. But going back to that plague time, when the similar things needed to happen as happened in Eyam, the people of the plague-infected area in Bristol needed to get food, and so it would be brought here to Pitch and Pay Lane, and money would be thrown in the opposite direction to those bringing food and other supplies to them. Reminding me very much of what's happening for us in our modern day at the moment, where food and other things are being left on our front doorsteps, passing money the other way, probably electronically in most cases, to friends and neighbours who are supporting us in various ways. And just as I finish, you can probably see I've got my All We Can running top on. I've just come out from some exercise this afternoon and decided to do my little recording whilst I'm out and about. James and I a few weeks ago were on an online meeting talking about some of the work of All We Can, the Methodist Relief and Development charity. I've just spent a couple of hours over lunch today doing the same with colleagues from across the Methodist Church in the UK. And one of the things we've been discussing amongst the future plans for All We Can is some of the current challenges that All We Can have. And I wonder whether, in response to listening to this video, you might just do your own pitching and paying and make a small donation to the work of All We Can. Just remembering that as we are challenged by our current situation here in Britain, many others across the world are struggling in their own way as well. And some of the charitable donations made through things like London Marathon and other events will of course have stopped for the time being, and charities are under their own strain, still continuing to try and do the work that they are called to do across the world. I'll leave a link in the description to this video, but I hope you will make just a small donation as best you can to support the work of All We Can. It's been good to talk to you. God bless and take care.